Hello and welcome back to the Champions League Challenge on Football Manager 2022, where we are, of course, still in charge of Steaua Bucharest. Now, since the last episode where we were unfortunately consigned to the relegation stage in the final stage of the season, we have played all but two of our league games, and we've also played the first leg of the Romanian Cup semi-final. So before we get into anything from today's episode, let's go and take a look at what happened in those games that we played off camera. Staua's opening game of the relegation stage was against bottom of the table Miavini. David Min almost gave the home side the lead when he headed the ball off the bar after half an hour. Milosevic crossed in a free kick for David Min to smash home and open the scoring 5 minutes later, with the goal awarded following a VAR check for offside. Van Mullen came close to doubling the lead with a back post header just before half time, but it was Jovan Mitrovic who did double the lead, placing a shot into the back of the net from a David Min through ball in first half injury time. Staua's third arrived on the 70th minute, and this one was from a set piece too, as Jeremy Van Mullen headed in from a Milos Kukoc free kick. Marchesi was fouled in the box by Radu with less than 4 minutes of normal time remaining, and VAR helped confirm it was a penalty. Milosevic sent the keeper the wrong way to get Staua's fourth from the spot kick and ended the scoring. Final score, Steaua 4, Miavini 0. An away trip to 5th placed Gazmetan Medias was next on the cards for relegation stage leaders Steaua, and it wasn't until the 39th minute when we saw the first bit of action as Matra Cardi volleyed a Chamed free kick straight down the throat of Steaua goalie Tomaniga. Kukoc found himself through on goal early on in the second half for Staua's first major chance, but his shot was saved by Gazmetan keeper Valcianu. Quasi Sibo had another great chance to give the home side the lead on the 53rd minute as he saw his curling effort from the edge of the box strike the woodwork. It was Staua's turn to try their luck from long range as Jovan Mitrovic fired one off the post less than 20 minutes later. Mitrovic was the man involved again in the first minute of second half injury time as he went down in the box under a Denis Politic challenge. The official consulted VAR and the penalty was given. Raul Torrente stepped up to take the spot kick and placed the ball past the keeper to give Steaua the narrowest of wins in a very close game and to keep their position at the top of the relegation stage table. Full-time score, Gazmetan Medias 0, Steaua Bucharest 1. Concordia Chiajna were the next visitors to Steaua, and the home side thought they'd gotten off to the best possible start as Jovan Mitrovic turned in a Denis Radu cross with 12 minutes gone. Subsequent replays, however, showed Mitrovic was narrowly offside, so the goal was disallowed. Gabriel Plumbuito officially opened the scoring with a bullet header from a Denis Radu cross on the 58th minute. Second half substitute David Min put the game beyond Chiajna when he scored the second from close range with under 2 minutes of normal time remaining. Final score, Steaua 2, Concordia Chiajna 0. Struggling Academica Clincini were the next challenge for Steaua, and that challenge was made even more difficult when Jeremy Van Mullen was sent off after 7 minutes for a two-footed lunge on Moise Vlad Paul. Vitaly Damaskin fired off a warning shot of what was to come on the 41st minute as he shot over the bar. And the deadlock was finally broken on the 50th minute as Tomaniga failed to adequately parry away Raul Mal's close-range effort and ended up pushing it into the top of the net. Paul came close to doubling the lead less than 5 minutes later when his shot floated just over the bar, but it was Paul who turned provider just a minute later as he crossed in for Catalin Hlistai to smash home Clincini's second. Steaua were given a tiny glimmer of hope when Milos Kukoc turned in a Plumbuito cross on the 89th minute, but it turned out to just be a consolation goal in the end, with the game finishing Academica Clincini 2, Steaua 1. Steaua headed into their next away game against Politehnica Timisoara knowing they could be 7 points clear at the top of the table if they won, but it was clear from the first half that Politehnica were not going to make it easy for Steaua as they dominated with plenty of chances. Steaua were suffering somewhat of a goalkeeping crisis with both their first choice and backup goalkeepers injured for this one, meaning third choice Stefan Dragan was the man between the sticks. And he was embarrassed on the 64th minute when he was chipped by Roberto Dobu as he opened the scoring for Timisoara. They almost doubled their lead minutes later as Gabriel Nedalea saw his close-range shot tipped round the post by Dragan, but it was Nedalea who got the second goal with just over 10 minutes to go as he headed in an Emil Dragan cross. Final score, Politehnica Timisoara 2, Steaua 0. Steaua didn't have long to wallow in the misery of their league defeat as just days later it was the first leg of the Romanian Cup semi-final against title chasers Farul Constanța. Constanța almost took the lead after 20 minutes when Christosea headed a Casa corner off the bar. Steaua almost took the lead about 10 minutes later as David Min saw his effort clip the post from close range. And it was a hat-trick for the woodwork as Dimitriu headed the ball off the underside of the crossbar on the 33rd minute. The deadlock was finally broken just after half-time as Dimitriu played through Luka Andrinash to fire home his 21st goal of the season. Razvan Matis' effort from just inside the box doubled the away side's lead after just over an hour of play. Steaua managed to keep the damage down to just 2 goals by moving to a more defensive shape after the second goal, but there was still more drama to come as Stefan Milosevic was sent off with seconds remaining for a second bookable offence after fouling Stor. Steaua have it all to do in the second leg away from home. Final score, Steaua 0, Farol Constanța 2. Second placed FC Arges were the next visitors to Steaua in a top-of-the-table clash, and Milos Kukolj got the home side off to a great start as he pounced on a loose clearance to get his 13th goal of the season with 23 minutes on the clock. Kukolj was involved again early in the second half as his corner was flicked on by Van Mullen at the near post for Jovan Mitrovic to double Steaua's lead at the back post. FC Arges found their way back into the game on the 65th minute when Issa Fomba headed in off the underside of the bar to get a goal back. And they were back on level terms with just over 10 minutes to go when Kenji Gore turned in an Issa Fomba cross. Issa Fomba was involved once again as he thought he had completed the turnaround when he tapped in from close range on the 83rd minute, but the goal was disallowed for offside, with replay showing he was just narrowly off. Final score, Steaua 2, FC Arges 2. Steaua entered their away game with struggling Voluntari, knowing that anything less than a win could open the door for FC Arges to overtake them at the top of the table. And Federico Marchesi eased any possible nerves in the Steaua camp with an assured finish after 5 minutes. However, the nerves would return just after half-time when Iwan Petrosor chipped Tomaniga to level the scores. Bilali had a great chance to turn the game around with just under 10 minutes to go when he saw 2 shots saved by Tomaniga in quick succession, but it wasn't to be and the game ended Voluntari 1, Steaua 1. So, yeah, we're second in the table now. We are level on points with FC Arges, but we have let them get past us based on games played against, I guess, results against between us two. So we've got two games left in the league, and we've still got a chance of finishing in the top 2. That's all we need to do. Top 2 gets us European places playoff, which is what I'm hoping for. We've also got a cup semi-final as well. We're losing 2-0 in that, but you never know what could happen. So there's plenty to play for in this, what could be the final episode of the season. Might not be. Who knows? But, and I've sorted the schedule just so that it's up at the top so that I don't have to move myself out of the way or anything. But yeah, today we have some tough games. We've got CFR Cluj, who are currently 5th in the table. Then we have the semi-final second leg against Farol Constanța, who are still challenging for the title in the championship stage. And then we face UTA Arad, who are 4th in the relegation stage. So if we can get 6 points against them, then we should hopefully be looking pretty good for top of the table. I'm just wanting to have a look at FC Arges' fixtures. They've got Polytechnic Timisoara, which is a tough one, and they've got Voluntari, which isn't as tough. But yeah, we're just going to have to see what happens. So, as I said, our first game of this episode, in this 3-match episode, is at home to CFR Cluj. So let's go into the team selection for that now. Okay, so here is our lineup for the first game against CFR Cluj. There's a man missing, and we'll get to him in a second. But we've got Tomaniga in goal. Ibrahim Traore is at right back. Jeremy Van Mullen and Zé Pedro in central defence, with Stefan Milosevic back from that suspension at left back. Royal Torrente is in defensive midfield. Yulin Badea and Gabriel Plumbuitu are in centre midfield. Gianni Nzete is attacking right midfield, Jovan Mitrovic on the left, and then David Min up top. And Milos Kukolj missing out as he's a bit unfit. He's not fully 100% for this game, so don't want to risk him in it. In fact, I've just made a slight tweak there. So Gianni Nzete is going to partner Badea in centre midfield, and then Claudio Janos is at right wing today. I just think Nzete is a bit better in that centre midfield role compared to Gabriel Plumbuitu. So, terrible form we come into this one in. The last 5 games, we haven't won one of them. They include the cup game against Farol Constanța, of course, but 2 draws and 3 defeats isn't great. Cluj, on the other hand, have 2 wins, a draw and 2 defeats in their past 5. Victory today can take us above FC Arges, and then we just have to wait and see what they do, but defeat could send us out of the top two and out of the European places, or European playoff places, I should say, depending on what Panathinaikos Timisoara do in their game and UTAR do in their game. It's all got very tight all of a sudden at the top of the relegation stage. Long ball forward from Joachim, and that's going to go straight through our defence, it looked like, for a second there, but I think it was Debelja actually who won the header, the attacker for CFR Cluj, and that goes all the way back to our keeper, Tomaniga. So end-to-end stuff, just not in an exciting way so far. Tomaniga with a long ball forward though for Badea. Nodded down to Mitrovic. Can Mitrovic do it yet? Mitrovic is trying to chip the keeper. I don't know what he's doing from there. He's hit the bar. He got quite close, but really he should just be smashing that at the keeper. Free kick. Milosevic should take it from the right-hand side. Great opportunity. Possibly, and there's a header. And it might be offside. It's Jeremy Van Mullen that's got it into the back of the net, but I am a bit wary. The referee is going to consult VAR. Please be on. It's been given. It's 1-0. Jeremy Van Mullen. Milosevic with a great ball to the back post, and Van Mullen just nods that down. Goalkeeper with no chance. And we have taken a well-deserved lead. We've absolutely dominated this one. We're going to get the replay as well, and he was clearly onside. So Pedro looked like he might have been wandering into an offside position, but he didn't touch the ball. So we are winning, and we go back to the top of the table. We were back to the top of the table with a 0-0 draw, but more securely back to the top of the table, I guess. But you can see, as I was saying, we have been dominating. 8 shots from us to their 1, but our XG isn't that great. 0.71 XG compared to their 0.16. So we need to try and get in better positions to take our opportunities, I think. And we are going to make a change at halftime. We're going to take Gianni and Zete off. Federico Marchesi is going to come on for him. If that wants to let me do it. Marchesi on for Nzete. And I think Badea will work better as the centre midfielder on attack. Mainly because he can take more risks with his passing, I think, because he's got better passing by a mile compared to Federico Marchesi. Badea's got 14. Marchesi's got 11. That's not as bad as I thought, actually. I thought he was a lot worse than that. But yeah, we put Badea in the centre midfielder on attack role, and Marchesi's come in as the Metzala. So hopefully we don't throw away another lead, as we have done several times in the games off camera. But Cluj have a corner, so this could be about to happen again. Van Mullen heads it away. And is Min going to get there first? No, he's not. Owusu gets there. I thought Min might have just nipped in there ahead of Owusu for a second, but instead Owusu just runs down the right-hand side of the field, gets a ball into the box. Debelja's there with a header, and they've scored. Debelja with the equaliser for CFR Cluj. His 100th league goal of his career, apparently. Well done him. I don't really care. And from having his one shot in the first half, CFR Cluj have levelled it. Time is running out, and I'm not really sure what to do. Claudio Donos is not playing well out there, so we'll take him off. We'll bring on Dennis Radu. He's got a couple of assists. I can't do that. I can't make that change. Okay. Well, okay. Instead, we'll bring Plumbuitu on. He's played well a few times for us. We'll bring him on at attacking left midfield, and I don't really see any other places that I can make a change that might really help. Van Mullen maybe for Torrente into defensive midfield, and then take Torrente off and bring on Oliver Casey at centre back. Then we've used all 3 of our substitutions, and we've switched to positive mentality. It's not really helped. We've got about 15 minutes left. Can we get anything more from this game? I'm going to switch it up to attacking for the final 5 minutes. I'm going to move Van Mullen into centre midfield. Still as a deep line playmaker, but put him on support. And stick the nose on a winger on attack role, just to try and push up the field a little bit more than what we are doing. But I don't think it's going to matter, because there's the full-time whistle and it's ended. Steaua 1, Cluj 1. It's not great. We go back to the top of the table, but we're only a point clear of FC Argent, who now have a game in hand on us. We need to really see what they're going to do. So there's the current table, the current standings. FC Argent, of course, if they get a point, they go above us. Panathinaikos Timisoara and UTAR, if they win their games, they could even go above us as well, depending on how we've done against them. So it's all getting even tighter at the top of the relegation stage. Ideally, we'd like all 3 of those teams to lose. I've just checked their fixtures, and FC Argent are actually playing Panathinaikos Timisoara, so a draw on that one wouldn't be too bad in the grand scheme of things. UTAR, they're playing against bottom of the table Concordia Chiajna, so we're hoping for a miracle in that one. But I'll keep you up to date as to what's happening. We've got a cup game, I think, next, the second leg against Farol Constante, so we'll come back for that. So before we get to fully focusing on the second leg of the semi-final of the Romanian Cup, The other teams in the league have played their games in hand, and as you can see, we have fallen to third in the table. FC Argers winning their game against Polytechnica Timisoara, practically eliminating Polytechnica Timisoara from challenging for the top 2 places. And UTA Arid beating Concordia Chiajna, in turn relegating Concordia Chiajna from the league. So, last league game of the season is against UTA Arid. Whoever wins that game is the other team, other than FC Argers, to qualify for the European Places playoff. But that's for the game after this one. So we've got a second leg against Farrell Constanta to contend with now. And we are 2 goals down in this one. We're away from home, backs against the wall. So we're just a couple of days removed from that league game against CFR Cluj, and there's some tired bodies out there. We are going to stick with 1 or 2 of them. A lot of rotation for this. Tomaniga in goal still. Ibrahim Traore is still at right back. We've got Oliver Casey and Zipedro in central defence today. Van Mullum is getting a rest. Or is he suspended? I can't actually remember. Yeah, he is. Van Mullum suspended for this one, so that's why he's not in the squad. Norden Samper is at left back. Raul Torrente in defensive midfield still. Plumbuitu partners Marchesi in the centre of midfield. I do think Marchesi is a bit better as a Metzala, though. Actually, no. We'll believe it as that. We'll put Marchesi as a centre midfielder. Alexander Kessler. Now, a youngster who's been out on loan for most of the season. I recalled him because he was doing a bit too good for the team that he was with. Former Newcastle player that we signed in the summer. This is his first appearance for us. Let's see what he can do. The attacking right and left-hand sided winger. A very exciting young prospect. Possible 5-star potential. Is he going to help us today? Hopefully. Mitrovic is at left wing, and then Milos Kukol returns to the side after being rested for the last game up front. We've got a few tired bodies on the bench as well. But yeah, we just got to try our best here. See what we can do. Not expecting to get into the final, but just a good performance would be nice. So apparently Farrell Constanta not having a great time either. They've only got the 1 win in their last 5, and that was against us. 2 defeats and 2 draws. So hopefully we can take advantage of that. They do have a danger man up front, Luka Andranash, who scored against us in the first leg. He scored 21 goals this season. So we'll have to try and keep an eye on him. Casa with the ball forward to Dimitriou. 2 men that were involved in goals in the first leg. Dimitriou gets the ball back from Andranash. He's into the box now. Dimitriou, Casey is going to foul him, I think, and it's going to be a penalty. So that's a brilliant start. Well done, everyone. Well done. Brilliant. Well done. Yeah. Congratulations. What a brilliant start to the game. Casa to take the penalty. Tomaniga saves it. Well, that wasn't in the script, was it? I'm wearing their colours. I did this last episode. Why do I keep doing that? Casa with the corner towards Andranash, headed over Zipedro. Was not expecting Tomaniga to save that at all. Pressure still on though. Casa with the ball. And is that offside? I think it is. Another chance possibly. Long ball towards Dimitriou, but Ibrahim Traore is going to get there. Now, come on, Ibra. Let's get something started. Kessler forward to Kukolj, who's coming down the right wing a little bit. The false 9 today. Brilliant ball from Kessler. Is it Plumbuitu? Plumbuitu? Gabriel Plumbuitu has given us the lead on the night. Kessler with the assist. What? Okay, 12 minutes gone. And yeah, Kessler with the assist. For a second I thought it was Kukolj, but Kessler with a beautiful ball. Plumbuitu rounding the keeper and finishing from a very tight angle, and we're back in the tie. We only need 1 more goal to get back on level terms. Free kick just inside their own half for Farrell Constanta. Played short to Matish. Andranash. Traore badly intercepted, and we've given them a goal back. So never mind that. We're not back into it. They've just got us back out of it. Dimitriou with the finish. Traore with the dawdling in defence. And Farrell Constanta go 1-1 on the night. 3-1 in aggregate. And it's just terrible all round, really. Traore, I don't know what he was doing. No idea. Corner for Constanta. Kasap to take it. I think we've woken them up. Masampa heading off the line there. Mustn't have crossed it. Ball out wide to Kasap again. Surely he's offside. He didn't score anyway, so it didn't matter. Kasap with the free kick to the back post for Stor. We've definitely woken Farrell Constanta up now. They are not gonna let this slip from here. Dimitriou skips past our defender, and that's a great shot and a good save from Tomaniga. Yet another corner for Farrell Constanza. Casa to take once more. Tomaniga coming out to collect, and he does. Throw in. Traore to take it. The man who is to blame for that Farrell Constanza goal in today's game. He's getting a lot of the ball here, which I'm a little bit concerned about because he never looks comfortable on it. Ball forward looking for Kukolj. It's headed away, but Kessler is there. Can the youngster create something once more? Kessler dispossessed, but it's fortunately fallen to Traore. Now Pambuitu just looking for an option to pass to, and there's not really anyone there. Headed away by Christosea. Torrente heads that back towards the Farrell Constanza goal, though. Kukolj, through ball to Mitrovic. Can we get a second? It's Mitrovic. It's over the bar. I thought that was in. I thought he'd scored. It's good that we're creating things. I've changed to a positive mentality. I've slightly tweaked some of the rules as well to be a bit more positive. And yeah, we've just got to go for it. It's a cup semi-final. Nothing to lose. Apart from the cup semi-final, obviously. So 2 changes being made at half-time. Mitrovic is going off. Donos is coming on at left wing. And then we are taking Traore off because he looks like a shambles at right back today. We're bringing on Tafari Moore for him. And let's just see what happens. I've tried to encourage the players at half-time. I'll switch to attacking with half an hour to go if we've not managed to get back into things. But I'm just concerned that that's going to draw more pressure onto ourselves and we're not going to be able to cope with it. But it looks like that's what I'm going to have to do because we've got 2 an hour gone. And not much has happened. So Torrente is moving up into centre midfield as a deep line playmaker on support. These are all attacking now, apart from the false 9. We're playing attacking, so automatically the inverted wing backs are going to be attacking as well. This is asking for trouble. I've got an idea of a change I can make with about 15 minutes to go as well, if things haven't changed. Okay, highlight. Here we go. Marchesi to Masampa. Hopefully this is going to be a chance for us. Torrente towards the back post. Kessler's there with a header, and Alexander Kessler. He's got the header. He's got the goal on his debut, the youngster. Alexander Kessler. What a player. If we lose this semi-final, there's one thing that we've won, and that's a top quality player, it seems like. Raul Torrente with the ball into the back post, and Alexander Kessler, the youngster, just nodding that past the goalkeeper. 1 goal in it. Ball forward looking towards Store. Casey with the header though. Commanding header at centre-back from him. Kessler forward to Kukolj. Foul by Shabatariu, and that is going to be a sending off for them, surely. Indeed it is. Dennis Shabatariu has been sent off. There was a change I wanted to make. Oh, I'm going to have to do it. 15 minutes to go. Last change of the game. I'm not sure how well this is going to work. Torrente is coming off. He was, of course, defensive midfielder. David Min is coming on up front. David Min. Target man. Yeah. I'm scared. Target man and attack. Why not? Let's just hope. Let's just pray. There's a highlight, but it's not us on the ball. Tito for Farrell Constanza plays it back to Dutia. We need to win the ball here. Store. Back to Tito. Store with a bit of space. Back to Casa, who's a danger man in terms of playmaking. Andranash is through on goal. Andranash. He's at the post. And Casey's cleared it. I don't know what to do. Do I go even more attacking? We're running out of time. Do I have to. Very attacking. Right, I've lost my mind here. We are going very attacking. We've got two minutes of normal time left. We are playing some very strange formation. It's apparently a 3-1-1-5 formation. We've got 1 centre-back, two inverted wing-backs, a half-back at defence midfield. Marchesi is a centre midfielder on attack. We've got 2 wingers, 1 playing as a winger, 1 as an inside forward on attack, 3 strikers. I just don't know what to do. We're going to just press. We're going to press. We're going to do a much higher line of engagement, much higher defensive line. We'll just do higher, actually. We're going to trigger the press constantly for the next however many minutes. Distribute to the target man. Yeah, we're just throwing everything against the wall. Yeah. We're just getting no highlights now after all that. Well... That's disappointing. That is disappointing. We win on the night. A 2-1 victory is great against a team that's challenging for the title, but it could have been so much more. Could have been so much more. So onwards and upwards to the final league game of the season we go against UTA Arrow. We need to win. Hopefully we can. Kessler might even get a start for this one. Kessler, for all how sad I am of not getting to the final, Alexander Kessler is an absolute genius. The day has arrived. It is the final day of the season. Well, of the relegation stage at least. Hopefully not of the season. We are away from home against second place UTA Arad. We need a win to confirm ourselves as being in the European Places playoff. Let's see if we can do it. Okay, so this is the lineup for the game against UTA Arad. Alexander Kessler, I forgot, isn't actually registered to play in the league. So unfortunately, he can't play for us today. I'll make sure he's registered for next season. Or if I get a chance to re-register players for the European Places playoff, I'll try and do it then. But yeah, we're going to have to do without him for today. Tomaniga is in goal. Ibrahim Traore is at right back, despite his terrible performance last time out. Oliver Casey and Zé Pedro in central defence. Nordin Sampa at left back. Jeremy Van Mullen is back at defensive midfield. Badea is alongside Plumbuitu in central midfield. Jani and Zete is at right wing today, alongside Jovan Mitrovic on the left wing, and Milos Kukolj up front by himself. So hopefully we can get a win against UTA Arid. Free kick. Traore to take. Plumbuitu in tons of space there. It's Kukolj. Back towards Plumbuitu, but it was a bit behind him. Nice ball to the box to Zete, and then Zete is open to scoring. Jani and Zete, I was a bit concerned about it being offside, hence my slightly muted celebrations, but I don't think it is. 9 minutes gone, and Jani and Zete has scored. The man who wouldn't have even been playing if Kessler was available to play has opened the scoring for us, and I just need to see what happens to the league table with this. So level on points with Arges as things stand. They are level with Voluntari, but it could be about to go downhill again. It's a free kick for UTA Arid. Let's not get ourselves too excited. Saditu to take it. Hopefully not to score it. Saditu off the bar and over. Got away with one there. Throw in deep in our own half. Arid have been all over us so far in this game. Zé Pedro with a long ball forward towards Plumbuitu, but he was never going to get to that. And Itu has the ball at his feet. Itu with a shot that's just over the bar from Arid. Suditu with a through ball to Pitu. Pitu moving into a dangerous area. Traore's fouled him. He's given away a penalty. What is he doing? What is he doing? Why? 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 What's wrong with you? What is wrong with you? You can check away. It's going to be a penalty, isn't it? It's never not a penalty. Ibrahim Traore. He's only 19, I get it, but it's just annoying. Capatina, and there's no heroics from Tomaniga with that penalty. Smashed into the top corner of the goal, and Arid are back level. Arid are back in the top two, and we are just going to get safety from this season again. Corner for Arid, Petrila to take it. Is this going to be the turnaround? Yes, it is. Of course it is. Andrei Dumiter. 2-1 to UTA Arid. Okay, half time. I'm a bit deflated, to be honest. Danos is going to come on for Mitrovic. Attacking left midfield. Musampa's having a stinker. I don't have a left back to come on for him. I guess Zé Pedro can come on for him, but then I'd have to bring on David Nika, and he's a youngster that I don't really want to have to bring on. Traore, I really just want to murder you right now. We'll just make that one change. Almost 60 minutes gone. We're going to take Traore off. Tafari Moore is going to come on at right back. I'm going to stick in Zete up front just for fun, really. We'll stick him as an advanced forward on attack. Plumbuitu can go to the left wing for Danos. Stick him on attack as a winger as well. Leave everyone else as they are. Stick it on attacking. Stick it on attacking? Yeah, stick it on attacking. Why not? Corner, Kukolj. Hello. Zé Pedro. Plumbuitu. Is it going to count? It's going to be offside. It's going to be offside. Calm down, everyone. Plumbuitu was offside. It's going to VAR. Yeah. That was nice little second where the goal went in. I thought we had a chance there, but that's tight. That's very tight. He tried his best to miss that one. Throw in Masampa to take it. Plumbitu. Can he get a goal that's actually going to count? Plays it inside to Badea. Now Nzete. Tafari Moore. Tafari Moore! What a goal! Tafari Moore! Right, come on. One more goal. One more goal is what we need. The draw is not good enough. Timisoara are winning their game. They even climbed above us. We were fourth at one point. This isn't the highlight that I want. Ball headed away by Zepedro. Kukolj isn't going to get there first. Vladoy gets it again. Another ball in to Dumiter at the back post. Header from him, and that's over the bar. Right, Tominiga's got the ball in his hands. In the box. Can he launch an attack for us? Route 1 stuff. Straight to Nzete. He's been drawn a bit far out wide there. He needs to get a ball into the box. He does so. Danos has just fired it over. How has he done that? How have you done that? How have you done that? Are we going to miss out on a final and the European places playoff? Oh my god. Okay, thank God for that, Moore. You're a bit more aware than Ibrahim Traore, I guess. He would have just let that go. Van Mullen with the ball in the centre. Come on. Less than 10 minutes left. We just need one goal. We need one goal. Pain. Pain. Oh, well. Yeah. We'll just skip this, I think. Yeah, we'll just do this. We'll do this for the last bit of the game, I think. My cat's come to join me as well, just to enjoy the suffering that we're going through. Moore's got the ball. Throw in. You want to watch this? I don't want to watch this either. This is why I don't want to watch it. Yeah. Okay. I mean, I brought this on myself at this point. Nice tackle from Casey. Now we should have an overloading attack, to be quite honest with you. We've got 4 attackers on the pitch, but we're just too slow, really, and letting everyone get back. So we'll just play the ball backwards, shall we, Kukolj? Yeah, it's a great idea when you've got a 4-on-3. Plumbitu on the ball. Demilos. Plumbitu. David Min. Is he going to score? No, he's not. Because he just can't. He's terrible. David Min firing it against the keeper, and that's out for a corner. And we're back down to 4th. Isn't that lovely? Down to 4th. I mean, beginning of the season, we would not be complaining at the final league position, but given where we were and the fact we were top of the relegation stage for so long, the fact we're not even going to finish second and we're missing out entirely on the European places playoff is very frustrating to me. I couldn't care less about the cup. I'm expected to get knocked out with that Zepedro. What are you doing? You're trying to go around your own keeper. It's just, yeah, frustrating. Very, very frustrating. So there's a full-time whistle. Season's over. 3-2 defeat. We've finished 4th in the end in the relegation stage, I think. And this question hurts. This question really hurts. Once again, a late goal's ruined your day. How will that moment affect the team? I mean, you've asked me this question on a weekly basis pretty much the past 3 months. So you tell me. We just lose leads like they're going out of fashion. So there's the confirmation. 4th place for us. Clearly clear of the relegation playout places, which is massive progress from last season. So to be fair, we have seen some advancement, I guess. All we can do is try and build on the squad in the transfer window in the summer and try and just try and do something. We're meant to be getting into European competitions and building the team that way, and we're just not there yet. It's taken a very, very long time, but we'll keep at it. Hopefully next season's our season for Europe. We get 60k for 4th place. It's better than a kick in the teeth, I guess. So we're going to call it there for this episode, and obviously for the season. No more games for us because we didn't do what I wanted us to do. We didn't finish in the top 2. We still finished 5 points off top of the table, which can't really complain about. 3 points off 2nd place as well. A decent season, a lot better than last season. We weren't really ever in relegation danger this season. So if we can build on that next year, maybe we'll be able to finish in the top 6. Because if you remember, we did just miss out on that by 1 place in the end, because we seem to have a difficulty in maintaining things when the pressure gets a bit too hard for us. But that is it for this episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel to get all my content when it comes out, hit the notification bell to stay notified, and I'll see you next time.